Altcoin Season Index is heating up, but Bitcoin is approaching critical resistances. What is the upcoming price action gonna look like? Let's analyze.
My crypto paradise.
Hello ladies and gentlemen of Paradise Club, this is Simon from My Crypto Paradise. Let's analyze Bitcoin. In the previous video I have shared with you that with the highest probability, as we are reclaiming this previously resistance into support, with the highest probability we are about to continue to go to the upside. As you can see, that's exactly what is happening. We are jumping by around 2.7% so far. However, something critical is happening right here. However, with ParadiseFamilyVIPs, we have been exploiting this mostly on altcoins because the altcoins are performing really well. As you can see right here, we have been opening some spot positions, ladies and gentlemen. We have been going through some leverage scalp short-term positions as well. For example, right here, BNB coin for 373%. Right now we have taken target for. We have been also riding Bitcoin. As you can see right here, we have been preparing limit breaker, and right now we are taking some advantage and we are securing some profits. The question is, ladies and gentlemen, what about the rest of the altcoins we are riding? When we will be taking profits? And what's about the Bitcoin price action? Well, let's analyze. This is the last video of this week, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let's take a look at this CME Futures Gap. As you can see, it got closed. I have told you in the previous videos, with the 96% of success rate, it always gets closed, the CME Futures Gap, within the first 3 months, ladies and gentlemen. And this time it wasn't different. As you can see, it got closed beautifully, and usually it actually works as a reversal point. Does it mean that we will see it again? That basically we have just went to the upside to close the CME Futures Gap, and right now we are about to have a reversal to the downside? Let's analyze. Yesterday, with the Paradise team, in our free Telegram channels, we have been sharing with you this ultra high time frame chart. Very big detail, right? We have been going through it together. So if you have not read it, make sure that you are in our free Telegram channel and read it. It's gonna help you to understand what's about to happen next. You know, loads of signals right here. We have been talking about the shooting star candlestick pattern that basically previously worked as a confirmation of an upcoming crash, which happened, right? You know that if you have been around right here in our Telegram channel and also here on YouTube, you have been catching that with us. So smash the like button. By that we have crashed 30%, ladies and gentlemen, and we have also started to create an ABC correction, all right? Expanded flare pattern. So after that, we have went to the upside. We have been having an uptrend inside of this channel. We have created an ABC zigzag with the highest probability ABC. The C wave finished right here by this double top formation made out of two shooting star candlestick patterns, all right? Shooting candlesticks, one right here and the second one right here. After we have completed the ABC zigzag, we have started to crash to the downside, right? That means we have started to break below this channel. Well, then we have got stopped right here at our moving average trend line that I have been updating you about, and it seems like we are right now having a reclaim of that channel. That means breakout with rising volume, that's bearish, and right now we are trying to have a retest. If this retest will be working as a resistance, that means from previously this trend line was working as a support right here, right here, right here as well, and now it's going to be touched even deeply or just close to it, and it's gonna be working as it should be as a resistance. We will, with ParadiseFamilyVIPs, basically understand this as a beautiful short trading opportunity. We will be creating an aggressive short positions and we will be trading the moves to the downside, because not only from the Elliott wave theory, it seems like the B wave, the hard degree B wave, this one was finished, but it also seems like that we are creating right now an impulse to the downside that will take us with the highest probability towards $44,000. Loads of things actually increases the bearishness of this weekly time frame. One of the other ones is this bearish divergence. As you can see, the momentum of the bulls on the secondary high. This was the previous high. This is the secondary high, is decreasing, right? We are having also a bearish cross, which basically confirms this bearish divergence, ladies and gentlemen. And because you are being highly educated from professional traders on our website, mycryptoparadise.com, you know, this is the strongest bearish divergence because the momentum of bulls is decreasing, all right? That's basically giving opportunity for the bears to start taking over. So higher high on the price action, lower high on the oscillator, on the momentum indicator, ladies and gentlemen, this is bearish divergence, and together with the bearish cross, it's increasing the probabilities of a reversal, all right? After $44,000, which will be hit with the highest probability, if all of these support demand zones will be broken to the downside, we're gonna have a nice rally towards $240,000, all right? Which I do believe will be hit by the end of 2026, early 2027. So right now, let's take a look at this price action. By the way, needed to say, even though that the probabilities right now are favoring bears, we are waiting for confirmations. So I want to see a clear rejection out of this level, right? If that's gonna happen, it means that we are creating this hard degree motive mode wave. The first motive mode wave out of our impulse, right? Let me show it to you right here. This one right here, upward, it works the same way to the downside, all right? And this first wave is a motive mode wave. That means it subdivides itself into 5 smaller waves itself, and the first one can be either an impulse or a leading diagonal, okay? So it seems like it's going to be an impulse. It usually is the first higher degree wave. That means it's gonna subdivide itself into first, secondary. If this is going to be working as a bearish retest, reclaim of this channel, ladies and gentlemen. So far we have decreasement of volume on that upside, which is usually bearish, and it decreases a probability of continuation. We'll be positioning ourselves for the third wave, right? Then we will have the fourth wave and fifth wave. It seems like the first higher degree wave will finish at around $88,000. However, of course, if we will not get any confirmation, so we will not be having aggressive short-term opportunities on the ultra high time frame chart, and we will be waiting for a reclaim above $121,000, and then the next logical resistance is going to be $135,000, and with Paradise Family VIPs we will be again aggressively positioning ourselves to profit out of it. So we will be doing again our best with our trading strategies and tactics to profit from it. Let's take a look right now at this section right here. Let's analyze it. Of course, as a professional trader, what you should be focusing on if you are trading with a big capital is defensiveness, all right? First of all, you need to protect your capital. Second of all, basically you will be making profit on that securing, because if you are not securing, you are gambling, all right? If you are greedy, you are just trying to make money quickly, and usually you are not different from everybody else. And as you know, we have the exchanges data. I have been sharing that with you, the exchanges data. 96% of retail traders, within the 3 years of them starting to trade, they lose absolutely everything. That means they put something in the exchange, and after 3 years they withdrew nothing. All right, so I don't want that to happen to you. That's why I'm always sharing with you how to trade professionally. I'm sharing with you it's better to focus on long term. Don't try to get rich quick, because you can get lucky, you can be winning for a few months, right? But if you will be treating the market as a slot machine, it will give you sooner or later slot machine results. And as you know, gamblers are not ending very well, and lots of gamblers has absolutely destroyed their lives because of it. All right, so I want you to treat markets and trading as a business, so you can get business results. It's not going to be fast, all right? It's going to be slow, but at least you will be long-term profitable, and that should be your goal as a professional trader. Right here on the daily time frame, we can see closely the ABC zigzag. Let me see if I have the picture of it right here. Yes, I do. I've taken that from our MCP Free University. So basically the ABC, all right? So the A and C waves are motive mode waves. What does it mean? It means they are subdividing itself into 5 smaller waves, right? So if I zoom back, ladies and gentlemen, let's analyze the A wave. We have done that already in the previous videos, so let's not do it. B wave, corrective mode wave, but we will take a close look at the C wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So this was the 5th wave, ladies and gentlemen. It was confirmed by closing this daily candle below the previous low that we are starting a new motive mode wave to the downside, right? We have been going through these subwaves in the previous previous video. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It finished right here, and right now with the highest probability, we are creating the corrective mode wave, secondary wave. This one right here. And as I have already told you, the impulse is the same way to the upside as it is to the downside, alright? So the secondary wave is a corrective mode wave. That means it subdivides itself into a formation of one of these 9 waves, alright? So zigzag, triple zigzag, flat. One of them it can be. It's usually not triangle. One of the guidelines from the Elliott wave theory is that the secondary waves are not triangles most often, alright? So I do believe it might be a zigzag, alright, with an expanded C wave. We will be going through it, ladies and gentlemen. But right now, what's important to understand is that we are hitting the first very important resistance level that is also visible from 4-hour time frame. It's not only an important VPVR formation and Fibonacci sequence level, it's also a previous bottom of the 4th wave, this one, alright, and top of the 1st wave. This is usually where the secondary waves are finishing, alright? So unless we can reclaim this resistance and turn it into support, we will not continue any further. If, however, this is going to be reclaimed, the next important resistance is going to be at around $122,000, which will nicely create a deep retest of that channel, ladies and gentlemen. As I have told you, it can be either a slight retest or a deep one. The deep one would be a perfect touch, basically, of that ascendant trend line. Both scenarios are possible, alright? As a professional trader, you need to be working with probabilities. The more probabilities you have, the more aggressive or defensive you can get, or the more trades or less trades you can create. Basically, your goal should be securing and protecting your portfolio. Right now, that means that we have been, after we have created the first wave, we have touched this 1.61 Fibonacci retracement level, this demand zone. We have seen a nice upside movement. So far, we have reclaimed the moving average trend line, this one, but right now we are really touching this resistance level. Confirmations for short positions, confirmations that we have concluded the secondary wave is, firstly, we will be watching for formation, completion of a secondary wave. As I've already told you, it can be either a zigzag or one of these waves. So with the Paradise team, as you know, we are 4 traders in the Paradise team, professional traders. We have been working in a hedge fund in the past together, and because of that, we know exactly how to protect our portfolios greatly, alright? It's all about managing the risk. So right now, we are waiting for the corrective mode wave pattern to be finished, alright? So we are waiting for this to be finished. Once we see that the corrective mode wave pattern is being finished, by monitoring the subwaves as well, basically we will be watching out for completion of the Elliott wave structure. That will be some probability points, right? Together with touching important resistance levels, one of these, it will be another points. Right now we are already touching this one, which is bearish, right? And so far we are not having an increase in volume anymore. We are already decreasing. Right here on this price section, you can see nice increasement in volume, right? But so far on these last 3 candles, you can see the volume is already lagging the kind of movement, upward movement it did here. All right, so this is actually bearish, but what is bullish is that still we have this bullish divergence right here on the MACD histogram. As you can see, we have created lower low on the price section, but higher low on the MACD histogram. Together with this bullish cross, this is a nice example of a classic bullish divergence, which is usually the strongest one. The bears basically been losing momentum, bulls took over because of that, and until we can get confirmed bearish divergence on a daily is a loads of probability points for the bears, all right, and for the bulls as well. So right now we are having a clear bullish divergence which is still playing out, ladies and gentlemen. There is slight formation of a bearish divergence because we have so far a lower high and here we are creating higher high, but I need to wait for some confirmations. That means at least one lower high momentum, basically momentum after the previous one. So I want to see decline in momentum, ladies and gentlemen. Then if we will get also a bearish cross, it will increase the probabilities. So far I want to see also some shooting star candlestick pattern with confirmation of bearish engulfing candlestick pattern. That would really make me nicely bearish on the daily time frame. Right now we are waiting for the confirmations, all right? And once we get them, we'll start trading shorts aggressively. Also, if we analyze this formation right here, I've taken the Fibonacci sequence by connecting this point with the swing high, and we can see 78661 Fibonacci retracement levels are showing us a beautiful resistance area, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, 119, $121,000, that should be pretty strong. So there is a possibility of going further to the upside. However, if this resistance on the medium time frame, it's nicely visible right here, if it's gonna hold, ladies and gentlemen, we will start consolidating. That means we will start creating some bearish divergences, and we will basically start absorbing the buying pressure. We will monitor that on our footprint that I've been sharing with you in the previous videos. We will be starting to get very, very bearish. Right now, the medium time frame is already kind of bearish because we are touching these previous waves from the previous structure, right? So we are being very observed. I want to just tell you one thing. We are not having some swing long positions right now, some big one on Bitcoin, all right? Because the daily time frame is not bullish, it's bearish. Medium time frame also bearish, all right? We are right now approaching this important resistance level, and we are already having some kind of bearish divergence, all right? Even though it's about to get confirmed, it's not yet, but you can see higher high on the price action, lower high on the indications, on the histogram, I mean. So right here, we are waiting for a bearish cross. If that's gonna happen, ladies and gentlemen, there might be one fake out, some slight price decline to the downside, and then as you can see right here, in August, something similar happened, that after that we have got a wick out to the upside, and then we have got a secondary bearish cross. Something similar can happen, ladies and gentlemen. We might have a price action bearish to the downside, wick out to the next resistance, and then there will be the correction. So you need to be very careful as a professional trader, and you need to make sure that you are positioning yourselves upon confirmations. Yeah, so on the 4-hour time frame, we are waiting for the completion of the Elliott wave pattern. Once we get some confirmation, for example, double top formation with bearish engulfing and bearish candlestick patterns, we have multiple of them. There are like dozens of them, right? I'm just telling you the shooting star and bearish engulfing because they are most common, but we are waiting for some bearish confirmations. Once we get that, it might be also, we might be just waiting for a reclaim of this moving average trend line, first wave formation of Elliott wave, that means 5 moves to the downside, and then we will be positioning ourselves on the secondary wave. Stop loss right here, and we will be riding the third wave, right? The third wave, as you know, is subdividing itself into 5 smaller waves as well. This one, because it's a motive mode wave. So basically, we will form first one, then we will wait for the corrective mode secondary one. We will be positioning ourselves with a nice risk reward ratio opportunity. Right now, what is bullish is 1-hour time frame. The lower time frames are kinda bullish, ladies and gentlemen, because we have got this reclaim above the triple top formation, the resistance. We have basically turned into a support by having the reclaim and retest double bottom formation. That is why we have been moving to the upside, but right now you need to be also aware that we are having an extended bearish divergence on the 1-hour time frame. So some cautiousness is definitely needed for your long positions. That is why we are being very careful with our long positions, ladies and gentlemen. However, the altcoins, they are different from Bitcoin. The Bitcoin can consolidate even though slightly going down, but the altcoins, when they are heating up, they can go against Bitcoin for some time. So we are monitoring everything, ladies and gentlemen, and I will again keep you updated. Either if you are in ParadiseFamilyVIP, you are getting our personal trades with clear entry and exit targets from us, or I will keep you updated on Telegram channels with the Paradise team, or in these videos on YouTube. As you know, every time I'm recording for you, every Tuesday, every Thursday, and every Saturday. That means I will see you again on Tuesday. Cheers.